Hello dear students, in this video we are going to see the comparative statement. Comparative statement is one of the tool of financial statement analysis. Myself Professor Vaishali Bharat Gholap. Okay. See, comparative financial statement is one of the tool of financial statement analysis. It discloses the information like absolute data, increase or decrease in absolute data in money value, increase or decrease in absolute data in terms of percentage, comparison expression ratio and percentage of the total. This all information is disclosed in comparative financial statement, and this is the pro forma of comparative financial statement. You can see a particular, under particular we mention all the components of that respective either balance sheet or income statement, and in previous year and current year we mention the actual information given in that respective year. And here in the column number 4 we mention the absolute increase or decrease in the 2 years data, that is previous year and current year, and in fifth column we mention the percentage increase or decrease in the with respect to previous year. This is the pro forma of comparative financial statement. Now in next slide we are going to see in detail with the example of problem. We are going to see one problem of balance sheet, comparative balance sheet, and another one problem of comparative profit and loss statement. Okay, this is the problem. Okay, example number 1. Convert the following statement of profit and loss of BCR Cooperative Limited into the comparative statement of profit and loss of BCR Cooperative Limited. And this is all information given, that is under particular revenue from operation for financial year 15-16 and 16-17. Then other income, expenses and income tax for the year 15-16 and 16-17. This is all given information. From this information, we have to prepare the comparative statement of profit and loss of BCR Limited for the year ending March 31st, 2016 and 2017. See, as shown in previous slide, that pro forma of profit and loss statement or pro forma of comparative statement, particulars, then previous year, current year, then absolute difference between the 2 year and percentage increase or decrease in 2 year. Okay. Now, first of all, we are going to write down the revenue from operation. See, revenue for the from the operation is 60 lakh and 75 lakhs for the both the year. Then absolute difference between these 2 years is 75 lakhs minus 6 lakhs gives 15 lakhs. That is absolute difference between the revenue from operations from both the year. Okay. Then percentage increase or decrease. How we can calculate percentage increase or decrease? This 25 we have calculated the absolute difference, either increase or decrease, that is 15 lakhs divided by previous year amount, because we are trying to find out the percentage change or absolute change over the previous year. That's why how 25 comes, 15 lakh divided by absolute figure of previous year, that is 60 lakh into 100, that will give 25 percentage. Okay, clear? Now we add the other income. Other income is given. Okay, this statement we prepare in the same format of profit and loss statement. That's why other income we need to add to get the total revenue. Okay, other income is 1,50,000 and 1,20,000. Here decrease in the other income. That's why the absolute difference between the two figure is minus 30,000. And percentage is minus 30,000 divided by 1,50,000 into 100. That will give minus 20%. There is a minus 20% decrease in other income from previous year to current year. Correct? Now total revenue. Total revenue is nothing but the revenue from operations plus other income. That is 61 lakh 50,000. And for 16-17, 76,000 20,000. Now absolute difference between these two is 14 lakh 70,000. And percentage increase is 14 lakh 70,000 divided by 61 lakh 50,000 into 100. That will give the increase in percentage of total revenue. that is 23.90%. Now, to get the profit before tax, we need to subtract the expenses. Expenses for the previous year is 44 lakh and current year is 50 lakh 60,000. And absolute difference between these expenses is 6 lakh 60,000. And percentage is 6 lakh 60,000 divided by 44 lakhs into 100. That will give the 15% increase in the expenses from the previous year to the current year. Now, profit before tax is nothing but the total revenue minus expenses. That will give the profit before tax. That is for the year, previous year, that is 17 lakh 50,000 and current year 25 lakh 60,000. There is increase. Okay. Then absolute difference between the 2 year is 8 lakh 10,000 and percentage increase 8 lakh 10,000 divided by 17 lakh 50,000 into 100. That will give the 46.29%. Then to get the actual profit after tax, we need to minus or subtract the tax amount. In the problem, tax rate is given 35% and 40%. 35% for the previous year and 40% for the current year. For calculating that tax, 35% of what? 35% of the profit before tax, that is 17 lakh 50,000 into 35 lakhs, or we can say 0.35. That will give the 6 lakh 12,500 is the tax for the 2015-16, or we can say the tax for the previous year. Similarly, tax for the current year or tax for the 2016-17 is 40% of the 25 lakh 60,000. That will come 10 lakh 24,000. Okay. Now here we can see the increase in tax, means absolute difference is 4 lakh 11,500, and in percentage form, that is 67.18% increase in overall tax. Okay. Then after subtracting the tax from the profit before tax, we will get profit after tax. Okay. That is 17 lakh 50,000 minus 6 lakh 12,000. That will give the 11 lakh 37,500. And for the current year, 25 lakh 60,000 minus 10 lakh 24,000. That will give the 15 lakh 36,000. Now, actual difference between the two figure is 3 lakh 98,500. Okay. And in percentage form, 35.03%. Now we have to interpret this comparative statement. Okay. When we critically observe this comparative statement of profit and loss of BCR Limited, see, it is observed that the total income, we can see total income has increased to the extent of 23.90%. And also the expenses is also increased by 15%. Okay. And profit after tax is also increased with the extent of 35.03%. This indicates that the overall profitability of the company is good. Okay. This is all about the comparative profit and loss statement. Now we are going to see the problem of comparative balance sheet. This is the balance sheet. Okay. Problem number 2 or example 2. The following are the balance sheet of J Limited as of March 31st, 2016 and 2017. Prepare a comparative balance sheet. And these are the all detailed components of the balance sheet. Okay. Equity and liability, share capital, then non-current liabilities, current liabilities, and asset part. Okay. This is a vertical balance sheet. Okay. From this balance sheet, we have to prepare the comparative balance sheet of J Limited. Okay. In the similar way, first of all, first column is particulars, then previous year, current year, absolute difference, and percentage increase or decrease. Okay. First of all, equity and liability is given. Under equity and liability, shareholders fund. Shareholders fund and the shareholders fund capital is given. See, in this problem, figure is given in lakhs. Okay. 15 lakhs, 20 lakhs. Here I have mentioned the figure in rupees in lakhs. Okay. 15 lakhs or 20 lakhs. You can see. Okay, share capital for the previous year is 15 lakh and current year is 20 lakhs. What is the change? There is increase of rupees 5 lakhs in the share capital. Okay, this is absolute change 0 5 or 5 lakhs, and percentage change is 33.33 lakhs. How it comes? 5 divided by 15 into 100, that is 33.33% increase in share capital from the previous year to the current year. Now reserve and surplus. Reserve and surplus for the previous year 4 lakhs and current year is 3 lakhs. There is a decrease in reserve and surplus by 1 lakh rupees, and in percentage form that is 25. In bracket means that is negative figure. Okay, that's why it is mentioned in the bracket. And total shareholders fund is increase. Okay, we can say 15 plus 4 is 19, 20 plus 3 is 23. Absolute difference in total shareholders fund is 4, and percentage increase is by 21.05%. Again, in non-current liability, we can see here long-term borrowing is 6 and 9, means there is increase in long-term borrowing by 3 lakhs, and in percentage form 50%. And total non-current liability is same because only one long-term non-current liability is given. Then current liability. Here also in current liability trade payable is given. Trade payable for previous year is 2 and current year is 3. Difference is 1 lakh. And in percentage form 50% increase in trade payable. Okay, then total is same because only one current liability is given in the problem. When we total all the liabilities and equity, that is 27 for the previous year and 35 for the current year, means overall increase in the equity and liabilities by 8 lakh rupees, and in percentage form that is 29.63%. Now we are going to mention asset also. Asset include non-current assets and current assets. Non-current assets, fixed asset, under fixed asset tangible and intangible. Tangible assets there is increase because for previous year 15 and current year is 20, means there 5 lakh rupees increase in tangible assets, and in percentage from 33.33%. Intangible asset 69. Similarly 3 lakhs rupees increase in intangible assets, and percentage increase is 50%. And total fixed asset is increased by 38.09% in percentage form, and in absolute term 8 lakh rupees increasing total fixed asset. Then current assets, inventory and cash equivalent. Inventory 4.3 means here decrease in inventory. Okay, by 1 lakh rupees. In percentage form 25% decrease in inventory. Cash and cash equivalents are increased by 1 lakh rupees, and in percentage form 50%. Okay, total current assets. Again you can see here total current assets 66, means there is a no change in total current asset. Okay, means 0% change in total current assets, and total is 2735, 8 lakh rupees increase in total assets, and in percentage form 29.63%. Now we have to interpret the comparative balance sheet. Okay, we can see from this comparative balance sheet the total shareholders fund or capital has increased by 21.05%. Long term borrowing also increased by 50%, with total fixed asset have increased with 38.09%, and current assets have not changed in both the year. Current assets you can see here are not changed in both the years, but current liability have increased by 50%. Okay, which indicate unsatisfactory short-term liquidity position of the company. This is the interpretation of comparative balance sheet. As I have already told you that financial statement analysis include two things: analysis and interpretation. In analysis we simplify the data, and interpretation we find out or conclude the statement of that financial comparative balance sheet. Okay, this is all about comparative financial statement. Thank you.